God's hype girl is back, baby. Like, if you're not rolling with God, you're missing out. You're missing out. You're missing out. Do you hear me? You're missing out on the best life with Him. The way God shows up for me, guys, like He's like overwhelming me with His presence. Overwhelming me with His presence that I don't want you guys to miss out on. Like all these glimmers. Like, listening to Carrie today, he said, God will use an animal to speak to you, right? And I thought about this chameleon at the entrance of our gate that changes colors to match the wall of the gatehouse. And my brother Kevin taught me that I need to be a chameleon. Say, whatever happens, if the grass turns brown, you turn brown with it. If it turns green, you turn green with it. He said, whatever comes up in your life, you just flow with it. He said, strategize, make things happen, don't be emotional, leave the emotions behind, and do what you gotta do. Deal with the situation you have to deal with, right? So I'm thinking of all of that because Carrie said God will use an animal to talk to you. Get to the tree. At so many minutes past the hour or whatever, I went to the page that I felt God was calling me to go, and that was a story from Kevin, man. That chameleon. It was just God saying, yes, my Nick. I need you to be a chameleon right now. You gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta strategize. If the grass is brown right now, you turn brown with it, my Nick. And so that was another God wink, guys. I go to this tree every day like a crazy person, just looking for some glimmer of God, guys. And He does not disappoint me, man. He does not disappoint me. And He figures out all these ways. So for me to listen to Carrie this morning, God will use an animal to talk to you. To me, thinking of Kevin and this whole story of the chameleon, having this chameleon at our gate, and I went to enter one night, and have this chameleon turn the color of the wall of the whole gatehouse, right? It was just God letting me know that His presence is with me, man. And I don't want you guys to miss out on all this love from the Papa God. So let me tell you though, He gives me all this love over here, but He asks me to do some hard things over here. And I say, no problem, God, I'm your girl. Bring it on. I'm like, Jesus, not my will, God, your will. Let your will be done. So every day I go and I pray with the hubba by that tree. I don't care how bad I am with that hubba, I gotta call Him. And I gotta pray. So that means I gotta forgive him for everything. It's almost a year I've been apart from this husband. It's been like a huge sacrifice that we've been on for our kids, guys. I ended up crying to call him today and crying and just saying, Papa Bear, thank you. You've been better than best husband, better than best dad. Thank you for everything that you do for us. You know, the crazy lady here wants to think about all these foolishness instead of focusing on the big picture that I have the better than best husband. So I'm God's guinea pig to learn all these messy love lessons, to come back and tell you everything that God is teaching me, especially through my brother Carrie. Carrie said, love is something we got to celebrate every day. And what he said is like, you want God to forgive you, right? You want God to be patient with you, right? So he said, if you want God to do that for you, you got to do it for other people too. I say, no problem, God, I'm your girl. Whatever you want. If you want me to be this rock star learning all these messy lessons for you and teaching the world, no problem. Now, me and Hubba can go through the worst time. But our hope is still in God that we can come through it better than before. So don't miss out on this life with God. Make sure you just Google We Roll with God. Listen, look us up on the YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, We Roll with God. Don't miss out. Start learning God's voice for yourself. Like Carrie said, he will even use an animal to speak to you. So that chameleon, thank you, chameleon, right now. That's where I am, doing everything for the glory of God, and I want the whole world here with me, okay? Do everything to the best of your ability. Is it not for God?